Greetings, Divine Radiance. Welcome to Wednesday Live Empower Hour with me, Nahkila Isha of Ashworth Life Sculpting. I'm a divine interpreter interpreting messages and methods from the divine that empower you to create and live an abundant life. So welcome. Thank you for joining today. So who was first over on YouTube? I don't believe I have any rhyme or reason to how it shows me who was first. So when you are the first person on YouTube, will you comment first? So when I see the comments, I know who was first. Hi, Diamond. Hi, my beautiful aunt. Hi, Staria. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Mimi. Hey, Natalie. Good morning, Bree. Hi, Kyria. Welcome. Quita was first. Or wait, Diamond, are you telling me Quita was first? Oh, Diamond was first. Okay, awesome. Okay, so this is also the day that I will be, this is also the day that I will be pulling a card. If you invited someone, good morning, my beautiful mother. And you know what? As I was saying, my beautiful aunt, Spirit said, stop calling her that every time she gets on because she's not just your aunt. She is Rachel. I'm just so grateful you're my aunt. But yes, so today is the day when you invite people to join us live on YouTube and they comment and let me know that you invited them. I will pull a card for you. Typically, I only pull a card for the first person on. But if you invite someone to join in the live chat on YouTube and they comment and let me know you invited them, I'll pull a card for you today too. So good morning, my beautiful Aunt Mary. See, I had to add your name in there too because Spirit just got on me for referring to Rachel as just my beautiful aunt. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so grateful that you guys are here joining today. How's everyone feeling? No, Bree, it doesn't count if you invite yourself. Then I'll be doing a card for everyone. Oh my goodness. But I am going to pull Diamond's card. So what you guys can do while I'm pulling her card, if you'd like to take a moment to invite people and just tell them to join and tell them to let me know you invited them, then that'll give you some time to do that. Just make it back in time for the breathing. So I'm going to pull, Diamond, I was led to pull from the Angels of Atlantis deck for you. So let's see what your personal message is. Which one? Okay. Ooh, Uriel, trust. Trust. What's the message for Diamond today? Okay, so I heard Diamond, it's time for you to trust yourself even deeper. I heard both than you already have and then you already do. Know that all the answers you seek are within you. You just have to be willing to uncover them. There's things that you've kept hidden from yourself. And when you allow yourself to become aware of those things, see those things, and free those things, you'll be in a higher state of self-trust, a higher state of trusting the divine, and a higher state of manifesting. Your abilities will grow. Your psychic gifts will get even stronger. You just have to be willing to uncover the deep stuff. And as I'm saying that, it's coming through like, you're like, I am ready, right? It's not like, oh, you're not ready. As Spirit is saying, you just have to be ready. But what will be helpful for you is doing that whole command of, unconscious mind. I am ready to release all of the things that are known and unknown to me that are hindering my growth, my development, and my ability to trust. Because it's coming through like there's some things that are way below the surface that you have kind of just blocked out. Not so much a loss of memory, but just things you've blocked out because in your mind you think, oh, I healed that, I'm over it, right? Spirit is saying nope. And then I heard no siree Bob. There's more. And what I'm saying, it's almost like digging under the earth and scooping under the earth. You know how sometimes when people are digging, they start at the top and then they work their way down. But I'm saying more of a swooping motion under the earth and then bringing it up and tossing it. So digging deep is what Spirit is saying. Okay, thank you. So that's your message for today, Diamond. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're here. Oh, Natalie said, just finished your morning meditation. Perfect timing. Awesome. Hi, Nina. Greetings. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm still laughing at Bree, her question about does it count if I invited myself? Good morning, Cheryl. Welcome. So let's go ahead and get started with our breathing, our deep breathing. So for those of you that are new, welcome. We do this every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. And we always start with breathing. So if you were wondering why I pulled a card for Diamond, the first person on the YouTube chat gets a personal card pulled for them. And then the rest of the messages are general for us as a collective. So after we do that, we start with our breathing. And what I'd like you to do is inhale slow and deep through your nose and allow yourself to just breathe in love and light. And then you're going to exhale slowly out through your mouth. And what you're doing is releasing all that's no longer serving you. If there's something specific that you're choosing to release on that exhale, just give yourself permission to release that. Okay. And as you are breathing, I am sending Reiki to your heart and your solar plexus chakra. So let's go ahead and get started with the breathing. So go ahead and close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, inhaling love and light. And release out your mouth all that's no longer serving you. And again, inhale love and light through your nose. And release through your mouth. And as you inhale that love and light, when you allow yourself to exhale and release, allow your shoulders to become extremely relaxed. Just relaxing your shoulders, releasing all the tension that's trapped in your body, all the tension in your neck and in your spine, behind your eyes, your forehead, your mouth. And just allow yourself to become relaxed and open to receive whatever message Spirit has in store for you today. And as you continue to breathe, I call on highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, grandmothers, grandfathers, guardians, helpful companions, all of highest light and love. I thank you for filling this space. I thank you for using me as a vessel of highest light and love. I thank you for giving me a message that is meant to serve those I'm called to serve today. May their hearts, their minds, and their spirits be open to receive. Thank you, and so it is. So just continue to breathe. And as you're inhaling that love and light and exhaling all that no longer serves you, allow your crown chakra to open, located at the top of your head, opening your crown chakra now and allowing that divine love and light to pour into your crown from the cosmos. And just feel that warm, tingling sensation of love and light from the divine as it travels down to your third eye and extending out to your ear chakras, down to your throat and your heart, down to your solar plexus and your sacral, down to your root, down your thighs, your knees, your legs, into your ankles and your feet, and just allowing that tingling sensation to burst out through the soles of your feet, allowing your feet to grow roots now that penetrate Mother Earth, traveling to her core, and allowing yourself to connect to her heartbeat, filling you with the grounding energy that Mother Earth provides, bringing it back up through your feet, up to your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye extending out to your ears and out through your crown and up, connecting you to the divine source of highest light and love. And just allow that energy to circulate throughout your entire cellular being, setting the intention that whatever your soul is calling for you to heal, that you are able to release it, and replenishing those spaces with love, light, courage, trust, acceptance, security, bliss, and abundance. Just letting it circulate throughout your body now. Continuing to breathe in love and light and releasing all that's no longer serving you. And when you're ready, open your eyes and we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome, Tracy. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Well, there's always next Wednesday. Hey, Denise, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you made it on. Okay, watch the replay. Watch the replay, Mary. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me see, what card am I meant to pull first? Okay. How is everyone feeling today? Did you guys see that? I had the book on top. Okay. Take one from the bottom. Ooh. Well, this is good. One more from the top. Okay. This is good. Spirit is like, let's get it started. Oh. You guys remember that song? Just put it on the hammer and you will be rewarded. Remember that? I could keep going, but I'm going to talk to the guys right now as I ask for our messages. Hold on. Take one from the bottom. Okay. One from the Angels of Atlantis deck. Awesome. Rachel said, wonderful. Bree said, healing and growing. Staria said, amazing. Cheryl's feeling sleepy. Bree said, that felt really nice. And napping free. Hi, welcome. Yes. Denise says, sleepy but excited to get empowered. And so it is. Okay, I am going to go ahead and get started with these cards because we've got some pretty amazing ones. And look at this. We got grounding, as we just did a really quick grounding exercise. So you guys see how quick that was? You can literally ground every day if you feel led to do so. If you don't do it every day, I recommend at least grounding a couple of times a week. It helps just to get you centered, bring you into that peace, especially if you are an empath or really in tune with your psychic gifts. We tend to kind of float around a bit. So it helps to keep us just grounded in this dimension as we travel in between worlds. So go out in nature is what I just heard. It's really important for you to get out in nature as the weather is changing. People feel more inclined to do so. But what Spirit is saying is don't let weather hinder you from being out in nature, because there are some really beautiful gifts that come from grounding in the wintertime. Of course, you're not going to take your shoes and socks off and ground in the snow, but unless you're led to, but you can go out and ground even in the winter in your shoes and socks. But really, now that the weather's shifting, get out in nature. Water. I'm hearing water. Not only am I being told to tell you to drink lots of water, I'm also being told to tell you to ground near and in water. Also grounding your thoughts. As that's coming through, Spirit is saying getting really clear on what you're choosing for your life. I'm feeling that some of you are in a chaotic state, and it's not coming through as your verbal expressions as being chaotic. It's your mental, emotional selves that's chaotic, because it's like, yes, you're regurgitating what you feel you're supposed to choose for your life or you're supposed to desire, but in here you're still kind of all over the place. So Spirit is saying to release that through meditation, release the chaos that's in here through meditation and deep breathing. Now you may think that's the same, but it's not. I mean, yes, you deep breathe during meditation, but deep breathing is when you find your mind all over the place, just stop and deep breathe. and bring yourself to center. You see what we just did? I'm sure as you were doing that, the only thing you were focused on was your breathing, breathing in that love and light, releasing what's not serving you. So when you're in that space, release the chaos, right? And breathe in the peace and the clarity, okay? I'm being told to tell you release the constraints that society has put on you. Allow yourself permission to dream. Allow yourself permission to be. It's time for you, and I'm being told you're being called to get in touch with your soul. You're being called to get in touch with who you are, because who you are on a soul level is who you truly are. So for some of you, your soul is in shackles. Your soul is in shackles. Your soul is tucked away. And I'm receiving a vision of kind of like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, like someone that's kind of like, disfigured and where they're tossed in a corner and the key, they're locked up and they only bring them food through a little entry point. I'm also seeing Rapunzel, being trapped in this castle, freedom, basically. Your freedom is I'm hearing hindered. You're not allowing yourself to be free. So allow yourself to be free. You have the key. Unlock that cage, unlock that castle door, and allow yourself the freedom to be. Okay. Diamond said, I've grounded in the snow before. It was only a few seconds, but I did it. That's so awesome. Welcome, Emma. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And let's see. Gloria said, manifesting by trusting spirit, channeling of resources. Awesome. Hi, welcome, Shay. Okay, Natalie. So I will be pulling your card too, pulling a card for you. Welcome, welcome. So we got divine timing, divine timing. Everything is exactly as you called for it to be. So why are you fighting against divine timing? Why are you fighting against divine order? When you're in that woulda, coulda, shoulda, things are supposed to be, you are fighting against your natural process of awakening, right? Spirit and you agreed before you got here. We've talked about this before, what your journey was to be. And so everything that's happening on your journey is happening according to divine timing. And if you allow it to unfold as such, your blessings will come. They will come quickly. You will be that master manifester that's manifesting as you speak, abracadabra. So it's time for you to stop living in that shadow of what you think your life should be and allow your life to just be, right? Oftentimes, when we're fighting it, it's stemming from a place of fear. So what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? And as I'm asking that question, what I'm being told to tell you is the fear is stemming from a past life experience, right? It's stemming from a past life experience. It's not even coming from this lifetime. So it's about time for you to get in touch with what is the root of the fear? Where is it coming from? Because logically, there's nothing to fear. Logically, you've heard enough by now that you are in control of creating your reality, right? So logically, but there's still some things that are trapped in your unconscious that you've yet to let go of. So spirit is telling you to trust in that divine timing, right? And when you're in the midst of a storm, asking the divine, what is this rain pour that's flowing down on me? What is it here to cleanse? What is it here to help me release? And as that rain pours on you and it hits the ground, watching how it flows and allowing yourself to be like that rain that flows, right? No, Emma, I'm not doing free personal readings. I'm doing general messages from the divine to help you on your journey. However, I go live every Wednesday. And if you're the first person on, I do pull a card for the first person. And today, anyone who invited someone and that someone comments that, say, Emma invited me, then I'll be pulling a personal card for you. Okay. Hi, Jessica. Natalie. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so Natalie is getting her card. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. You're so welcome, Emma, but please stay because I'm sure these messages will resonate. If you're here, it's not a coincidence. Everything is according to divine timing. Okay, so this card came in upside down, and it's honoring your energy. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Honoring your energy. Okay, so listen, here's the thing. I literally just did a recording on Monday that Spirit led me to do about remembering you. You know, when we think of Memorial Day, oftentimes we think of, the memory of someone that's passed on. But Spirit was saying, remembering you, doing things for you, honoring your energy. Instantly, when this came up, what I was feeling is how many of us, when we feel tired, we don't rest? How many of us, when we feel like, I'm really not feeling like doing this, we don't say, thank you for inviting me, but no, thank you. I'm going to sit this one out, right? How many times do we do that? You know, Spirit is saying it's time for you to honor your energy. It's also time for you to honor your time. And something that came up, I was talking to Nikki, and something that came up is how we're showing up for self is how others show up for us. Now, this was in the context of those of you that are building your business, those of you that are, serving others, and your business or even your job requires you to have clients, right? If you're not honoring your energy and your time, those that you are sharing your energy with won't either, right? Stop being that push, 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 that go, 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 when your body and your spirit is saying rest. Because as we hit on last week, spirit has been really prompting a lot of us to take it easy. Why? Because we're ascending, we're elevating on this journey of awakening. But just like when you get ready for a marathon, it doesn't only require training, it requires rest, right? And spirit's not going to give you more than you can handle. So if you aren't physically prepared for what's next spiritually, you're just going to be in limbo. You're going to be right there where you are. So everyone that's here today, watching live or on the replay, it's because you are ready for the next step. You're ready. Wherever wherever your first step is, wherever you are now, whatever your current step is, Spirit is saying you're ready for the next step, but it's going to require you to do this, right? Now, I'm going to tell you, when it comes to honoring the energy, I am so much better at it. I was that person that, number one, was going, going, going. Number two, when I did stop to rest, I really wasn't honoring my energy because I was sitting there feeling like I was not being productive. You know what I mean? I felt like, oh, I just can't sit still. I'm supposed to be working. I'm supposed to be serving. All that chaos we talked about. And what I've learned is just to breathe, relax, Sometimes that nothing is great. It's not just reserved for when you're meditating. Being in that space of just doing nothing is healthy for your soul, your spirit, and your physical self. Okay. So spirit is calling for us to honor that, honor that. Also releasing the feeling that I have to, right? I have to. Number one, it's lack, and you don't have to do anything. You get to choose to, right? You get to choose to. And as I'm saying that, my mom, we had a family member who lost his wife. His wife just passed away. And my mom really just wasn't feeling being at the funeral. And at first she was going to go because everyone expects it, right? And she's the oldest girl. So now that my grandparents have transcended, it's like she's kind of taken on that space of, being the oldest girl, kind of standing in for my grandmother. And she just wasn't feeling it. So she let them know, I'm not going to be there, and that was huge for her. And that's what spirit is calling us to do what feels good to your soul. Because remember, when you do things that don't feel good to your soul, you're lowering your vibration, and your power lies in your elevated vibration. So when you're lowering your vibration, no one's taking your power away anymore. You're giving it away. So don't disempower yourself. Allow yourself to be empowered all the time. And Denise, as I'm saying this, you're coming through too with honoring your energy, honoring your time, being mindful of how you're spending your free time. Is it serving you? Is it empowering you? Or is it not? And that's a message for all of us. How are you spending your free time? How are you pouring into yourself? So next card we got was action, and this one came in reverse as well. So typically that means there's some sort of block or it's an area of improvement. And so, literally, action, it is what it is. It's time for you to take action. It's time for you to take action. What does that look like for you? What action has spirit guided you to take that you've been putting off? What action has spirit guided you to take that fear has stopped you? Worry, doubt has stopped you, right? It's time. It's time for you to take action. Now look at these horses. One looks like it is running and one looks like it is walking. And Spirit is saying it doesn't matter how your action looks. It doesn't matter if you leap, run, crawl, scoot. It's just about taking that action. Okay. I just heard put your money where your mouth is. Let's do this like Brutus. And then some other really corny metaphor that came through, but it was, the guys were being funny, they were joking, and that last one slipped me, but it was kind of funny. So Spirit is just saying it's time. Take action. Nothing is going to move until you do, right? And as I'm saying that, Spirit is also saying for a lot of us, it's time for us to physically get moving again, right? Physically get moving. At our last spiritual happy hour, there was someone where their energy was kind of stagnant. Like I could feel all the tingling going on in her hands. And, Spirit was like, okay, shake it out. And literally guided me to stand up and move with her and tell her, okay, do what I do. Because, it feels weird to be in front of a group just shaking and being silly, right? But it helps to move that stagnant energy. So for someone like you, Natalie, or others that do readings and things of that sort or serve, in between clients or in between readings, get up and move, get up and shake. Release that energy that doesn't belong to you, but also release that stagnant energy that may be stuck in your system. This is for everyone. And then also it grounds you by moving. So at the end of your day, whether you're serving in the capacity of connecting to the divine or whatever you're doing, at the end of your day, make sure you're releasing that stagnant energy, okay? Something else that came up recently, and I know I shared it in RIM, but I didn't share it with all of you. Before you enter your home, sweep that energy off and toss it to the earth. Don't bring that energy into your home. You're like a magnet. As an empath, you're like a magnet and everything sticks to you, okay? Everything is sticking to you. So just imagine, see yourself, you are like the sticky side of the tape and you're walking through life, the sticky side of the tape exposed, right? So what I'd like you to do when you leave your house is to shield yourself. See yourself in a protective bubble. See yourself fully encased in that. See a reflective shield on the outside of it when you go out. And then before you come in, release that energy so it doesn't even come into your home. This doesn't replace smudging your home. That's still important. But what you'll do is you'll eliminate some of that outside traffic from entering your home. And then also the other thing that's coming up, Spirit is telling me to tell you all, put a white candle, like this little table here. There's a candle that I light when I'm serving, but there's also a candle I light when I have guests over. Put that white candle there and light it whenever someone is coming over, because whatever low vibrating energy that they're carrying, it helps to eliminate that energy from entering your home. So let's see what you all are saying. Napping Free said, yes, I heard Monday's recording. I really needed that. Well, cancel, delete, need it, because you don't need anything. If you declare need, the universe hears that and is going to respond, giving you more need. It served your highest good. And I'm so grateful that it did. Natalie said, honor my energy and my time. Yes. And Napping Free said, oh, wow. Jessica said, Natalie, I said you sent me. Yes. Welcome, Jessica. Awesome. Awesome. Super Cheryl said, I'm definitely going to take a nap. Good. Diamond said, that's me. I feel like I always have to be doing something. And, all that is, we are here to serve, right? We have a mission. And there comes a point where we're awakened to the fact that we have a mission. So internally, our spirit is on go, right? And we're still getting used to balancing that internal spirit that's on go and that human self that's bogged down with all of these I'm supposed to, which is lack, I have to, which is lack, I need to, which is lack, right? So this is where the discord comes from, not being able to sit still. But when we can be more in balance with the two, then we understand that sitting still is important. When we think of what meditation does for us, and we think of our physical selves and how slow behind our spirit selves that the physical self follows, then we understand if we are not taking that time to just be doing nothing, then we're going to really, really throw things off track and make things go a little wonky and haywire. Our physical selves are so much slower than the spirit self. So we've just got to give it time to catch up, right? And that rest is so important. Diamond said, cancel, delete what I just said. Jessica said, I believe we need rest. It's so hard at times. I have 4 kids, work so much. I need rest and time. Yes, preach it, girl. Well, Jessica, you know what? I'd like to invite you to take a peek in the description box, and anyone who hasn't, because there is the Everything That Starts With Remembering free interactive ebook. Request that so that you can get the lack language versus abundance language list, which is within that ebook. Because when you declare need, Spirit's going to give you more need, right? So yes, but I totally get it. I totally get it. It does feel like that, like there's just no room or no time. And sometimes we've just got to train ourselves, train our children, and cancel delete got to. We don't got to do nothing. We get to, we get to choose to train our children. Okay, Mommy's going to go rest for a minute, play, but don't disturb me. You know what I mean? And just really create those pockets of time for yourself. Create them. And I'm so glad you're here. Is it Daisha or Disha? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. Natalie, you are just sending in the troops. Welcome. I'm so grateful to see new light workers. You're so welcome. And you didn't need it. It just served your highest good right now where you are on your journey. Diamond said, I pulled that card for myself Sunday night. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome, Tia Lynn. I believe this is your first time joining. Okay, wait, guys. Look at this. Wait, look at what card we got. I didn't show you guys this card already, did I? No. It just feels like I did because we've been talking about this. Deasia. Oh, okay, Deasia. Thank you. I didn't tell you guys this card yet, did I? No, I didn't, right? Okay. I just heard no, you did not. So rest and rejuvenation. Also the number 10, which is talking about those endings and new beginnings. Okay. So what Spirit is saying, as one chapter ends and the new chapter begins, rest every time. We've talked about this before, how every time we are ascending to the next level, there's either extreme fatigue or there's sickness. Now, the sickness used to happen a lot when I first started, right? Because with extreme fatigue, you oftentimes will just push through that. But when you're sick, it's like, no, you're going to sit your behind down and you're going to rest. But when you become more aware of what's happening and you become more willing to allow your body to receive what it's asking for, then the sickness part falls off and it just becomes fatigued. Right now, a lot of us have been experiencing this, right? So what Spirit is saying is, this is what you're called to do. You're called to be meditating more, more at least twice a day. Those of you that are doing that, more, 3 to 4 or more. You're also being called to pay attention to your body. Your body is one huge antenna that's connected to source. And if you are allowing yourself to really pay attention to it, you will be more in balance than ever before. Why do we ignore our bodies? They say that we have 2 brains. One is in our head and one is in our gut. And if you notice the intestines, they kind of mimic the appearance of the brain. So that's where that gut feeling comes from, right? Our intuition, everything from intuitive eating. When you're craving something, allowing yourself to have it, right? Because there's something in that something that your body is lacking, right? But when you're fighting against it, the craving doesn't go anywhere because whatever was in that whatever, your body is still requiring it, right? So when you allow yourself to eat intuitively, And just it's the portions that are important and the frequency of how often you eat that's important, then you'll begin to notice that you have more control over the managing of your weight. And now, although weight is not like the main focus, but so many of us are focused on our weight, right? When you're eating the things that you enjoy, how are you acting? Are you feeling guilty after? Or are you like, oh my goodness, that was so good? Right? Because when you're feeling guilty, you put on the pounds because the vibration is low. And why are you feeling guilty? Because you think it's going to put on the pounds. So it does, right? Also, when you meet someone and you feel that something's a little off, right? Or something is really awesome, right? Go with what you're feeling. We are one huge antenna, but we've been trained to ignore what we feel. We've been trained to ignore what we feel. So, and Spirit just keeps bringing the metaphor of eating. You know, we were taught when you eat slowly, it's better because you can pay attention to when you're full, as opposed to just going, eating fast. Next thing you know, you done ate a whole house and a barn, and now you're stuffed. And it's like, oh, wait, I was probably full like a house ago, right? I probably could have stopped at half that barn. So literally, Spirit is saying that resting and rejuvenating, being still and allowing yourself to activate this antenna, trusting this antenna and allowing it to guide you, okay? And I'm hearing some of you, when it comes to love, you've received that it has run its course and it's time to be done. Spirit is all over the place today, but we're going to go with it. But you're still pushing against it. Your antenna has guided you, which is your direct connection to the divine, but you're fighting it. So you can spare yourself a lot of heartache, grief, trauma, and drama by simply asking Spirit, what is the lesson this is teaching me? Reveal the lesson in a way to where I can let this go and still receive the lesson, right? Because those of you that know that whatever relationship you're in is not serving you and that it's time to let it go. Again, what did we talk about? That divine timing. You're fighting against it. If you are in the awareness that this has served its purpose, this has run its course, and you're still there, you're fighting against that divine timing. Now, there is no right or wrong to what you do in life. You're either going to be in your lesson phase or your blessing phase. But Spirit is saying, this is very specific to like 2 or 3 of you, you're being called to be in that blessing phase. Just get the lesson and keep it moving. Don't put yourself in a situation to have more trauma to heal. That's all this is going to do, is setting you behind. You're stuck in feeling the need to be loved. And I'm saying need because it's lack, and that feeling that you need to be loved is lack. What Spirit is saying is love you. You love you. You love you enough to remove things that don't serve you out of your life, right? When you have those things there that don't serve you, what's happening is it's taking up space for the things that do. And it's not just, we're talking about a love right now, but that love, it's not just filling a space that a new love that's for you can fill, but it's also taking up a space that all sorts of blessings can fill, right? It's not specific like, okay, you know what? I got this love in my life. The sex is bomb. You know, the conversation is but I'm going to keep them there. And they just going to be a filler for love to come in, but I'm going to still get all these other blessings, right? It doesn't work that way. Not only are they filling a space for love, they're filling a space for everything else. Because if you can't love yourself enough to release something that feels good to you, but isn't good for you, then Spirit's saying you're not ready for more. You still got to heal right here on this level, right? So for those of you that's for, it's time to release it. Let it go. Let it go. Open yourself to receive those blessings. So let me see what you all are saying. And Natalie, I'm going to pull your card at the end so that, just so you know. Let's see. Bohemian Stars and Oceans. She said, my family always gave me a tough time for eating slow. I would tell them that my body needs time to know if it was full. Yep. And let's see. And I I'm so grateful you're here. This is your first time joining us. Welcome. Sunny Love says, join late, but I'm here. I'm always busy and miss you live. Yay, I'm glad I was able to join today. Me too. Welcome, Sunny Love. Natalie said, I probably could have slept at half that barn. Oh, Lord, I'm howling. Oh, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. And let's see. Natalie said, I've let it go on my frozen tip. Natalie, okay, we are such the same person. I know we talked about this, but whenever Zoom would freeze, if I was in a business meeting, I would literally sit there saying, let it go as I was waiting. So yeah, we typically have the same things going on up in here. Oh, welcome, Joy. Welcome. I'm glad you joined. And if you have an opportunity, watch the replay so you get the beginning. Natalie said, yes, I know you're pulling it at the end. I don't know if they're going to keep coming. I posted it on YouTube, so hopefully we get 11,000 people. Oh my goodness. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. And release that hopefully. You know, hopefully is on that lack list too. Hope, let's just say we're claiming it, okay? We're claiming it. Okay, so let's go to the next card. Now, the next card is liberation. And let me just tell you, look at how that flows, right? You will be liberated when you allow yourself to release the things that don't serve you. And can we just look at this for a minute? I was at my sister friend Denise's house on Monday, and we saw the most beautiful thing. It was an eagle with her baby. They were soaring in the sky together. And to me, it was just the most beautiful thing. I often see eagles, but I've never seen an eagle in training, right? An eagle in training. And as I'm saying that, Spirit is saying there's a message that relates to that. Okay, so right now, what I'm being told to do is tell you to really look at this card. Look at this card and notice it looks like the solar plexus, right? And then from that solar plexus, there's divine energy that's pouring from it. And then if you notice the stars around, it's the same color as that energy pouring from the solar plexus, right? And those stars represents the guidance that you have. The guidance that you have, you're being guided to learn how to be in your power. And you are that eagle. And if you notice, that eagle is in that energy of the divine, right? And there's not a care in the world. Those wings are spread. I mean, to me, I see a smile on the eagle's face, but that could just be me. And then also in the cosmos, look how supported that eagle is, right? That eagle isn't just in a regular blue sky. That eagle is in the cosmos. That eagle is supported by the divine. That eagle is connected to the divine, right? That eagle is connected. You're that eagle. Allow yourself to soar. But as we were talking about the baby eagle, I'm hearing we are all babies in this in every new phase. So as you think about the patterns of a baby, right? Giving yourself permission to be in that baby phase when you're in that baby phase, knowing that you don't have to know it all on your own. And when you accept that you don't know it all on your own, but you trust and know that you can know it all through this support that you have from the divine, when you're meditating, when you're resting, when you're rejuvenating, when you're trusting in divine timing, right? You are allowing yourself to tap in and connect to the infinite wisdom known as the source of highest light and love, God, the divine, all knowing. You know, you have the ability to tap into that, but it first requires you to give yourself permission, number one, to just be that baby. Give yourself permission. What do babies do? They rest all the time, right? They have their active time, then they have their rest time. So Spirit is saying to treat yourself the way you would a baby, gentle. You know, you don't look at a baby and say, why are you sleeping? Dang, wake up. You know, I mean, when I had my babies, they were so cute. I did used to be like, oh, they're asleep. And I'd kiss them and stuff to wake them up so that, you know, but I wasn't like, dang, why you sleep? You know what I mean? But be the parent to your own baby. Allow yourself to be like that baby. I feel like that didn't make sense, but I know when I watch it back, it's going to, because this is how Spirit is giving it to me. So listen. Hmm. Is there anything else for this card? I also heard liberation comes in the morning. Okay, thank you. So liberation comes in the morning. What Spirit is saying is the way you start your day sets the tone for how liberated you'll be throughout the day. So when you wake up in the morning, get a routine in order. Get a routine in order. You know, over in the 2020 Activating You Retreat group, we are doing a challenge right now where we're getting in the habit of that routine, you know, manifesting, setting the intention. So create a morning ritual, a morning routine that you do every morning. Let it consist of, number one, meditation. Let it consist of your declarations that you state in the mirror to yourself. Let it consist of you cleansing yourself. Like I smudge myself daily, and then protecting yourself daily. You know, let it consist of those things. Really be in your power by setting the tone for your day. And then at the end of your day, smudge yourself again to release all that's no longer serving you. And before bed, protect yourself again. You know, because when you're in that sleep state, you're in a vulnerable state. Not only are you possibly traveling to other dimensions, but when you're in that sleep state, you're more susceptible to things, you know, to things that you would rather not be susceptible to. So put that shield of protection on yourself at night too. Okay. Thank you. Okay. And I'm being told to pull one more card from the past life deck. Let's see. Look at that. Now, look, it came in upside down. And what were we talking about? Weren't we just talking about releasing karmic relationships? So, Spirit is driving this home. It's time to release it. It's time to release it. So, your karmic relationships, they serve a purpose, right? For one of you, I'm not even going to say any names because I'm being told not to. You'll know who you are. Now, when I was getting the message before, I was not thinking of any specific person or people. But for one of you, what Spirit is saying, sometimes that karmic lesson is just to show you what you've yet to heal because you're holding on to something. And I heard too tight to something that you're being called to release, right? For others of us, these karmic relationships have very specific lessons. My last marriage was a karmic relationship. That karmic relationship, I would say, was the best karmic relationship I have ever had because it helped me get to my spiritual bottom, and it helped me to search for who I am. And it pushed me into healing and embracing my inner divinity. So each karmic relationship has a purpose, but when it's time to let it go, it's time to let it go. I can tell you firsthand how holding on to my karmic relationship hindered me from growing into something better, something more, right? Into the next phase. And that thing for me was choosing to heal someone, and I can't heal nobody. I can have all the credentials in the world that would title me as a healer, but in reality, the only person I can heal is me. The only person you can heal is you. Now I can facilitate healing, I can teach you how to heal, but I can't heal anyone, right? So we've also have to learn how to allow these karmic relationships to be that mirror that shows us what's deep within that we've yet to release. Allow those karmic relationships to be that mirror that shows us. I just heard what we're in store for, right? What we're in store for. What is that? Can you give me some clarity on what that means? Okay. So what I just heard was it means when you're stuck in a karmic relationship, and I heard depending on how karmic it is, it will show you the level of healing required of you which will show you the level of service you'll provide to others. I just heard it really is a gateway into your future and current self. A gateway into your future and current self. What does that mean? Meaning your current self is you're always the divine having a human experience. Your future self is you embracing that, knowing that, being aware of that, and being in that power, in that space, in that knowing. So this limbo self, when you're in the midst of this karmic situation, that is not who you are on any level. It's like you're wearing a mask, you're wearing a costume, but your current self is you are always the divine having a human experience, and your future self is being fully aware, fully living, breathing, being that version of you, the only version of you that exists. So everything in between is not you. You're just acting out. You're playing a role, right? It's a performance that serves a greater purpose. You have to be in that performance state in order to perform in your divine state. Embracing your calling as a light worker. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Let me know if it makes sense to you. Let's see what you guys are saying. Deasia said inner child vibes coming through. Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Reading said baby is kicked back on a pile of fluffy blankets with her milk right now. Natalie said, yes, I'm baby, ready for a nap. Yes, keep getting the messages to talk to myself like a child. Yes, yes. Because you know what? Oftentimes we are so harsh on ourselves. We are so judgmental, and we're being called to really speak to our inner child, giving ourselves permission to fail forward, right? We're not failing at all. We're just learning. When your baby's learning to walk and they fall, do you say, you are such a failure, you little idiot? No, you don't say that. You're like, oh my goodness, look at my baby. Yay, go baby. Get back up. You can do it. Come to mommy, Talk to yourself like that, I didn't get anything done today. Oh, look at you. You are so amazing for listening to your body today. You got a lot accomplished today. You served your highest good. Oh, I am so proud of you. Like literally, talk to yourself in the mirror, empower yourself. No one can empower you as much as you. You are your biggest cheerleader. You are your biggest fan. You are your biggest motivator, your biggest teacher, your biggest healer. So Tia Lynn said, I'm excited for my own apartment, just for smudging and bringing back my own divine space. And so it is. Let's just hold space for Tia Lynn, sending her those vibrations that her place is hers. It's already claimed, and we're just bringing it in for her. Now I said, in the army, an army man, you have no idea why I'm crying. I don't. Are you connected to an army man? Tracy said, yep, that is exactly one of the things that I am releasing, those karmic relationships that I finally see is complete. Awesome, awesome. Joy said, that is where my doubt comes in. How can you heal others when you show up broken? And see, here's the thing. We cannot heal others. We just can't. The best way that we can heal others or help others to heal is by healing self and being that example of what it looks like after you're healed. And then we drop those seeds. When spirit tells us to share, we share. Now, I don't share unless spirit tells me to, because I'm not in the business of wasting my time. And if I'm telling you something and you're not ready, it's just wasting my time. Now, if spirit tells me to, and even if it seems like you're not ready, then maybe I just planted a seed, right? So allow spirit to guide you even on when you share, allow spirit to guide you on that. Now, here's the thing, that broken thing, none of us are actually broken, right? Now, we've been taught that we're broken or have, because we're always told, oh, my better half, which implies we're not whole and complete, and we're not the better part of ourselves. We got to be whole and complete and better, comes from an outside source. You have to show up, or you don't have to do anything. You get to choose to show up as whole and complete by healing yourself. And when we understand that we attract what we are, we vibrate at a frequency like attracts like. When we show up whole and complete and we're vibrating at that frequency, we're going to receive whole and complete. So if you are unhealed, I guarantee you, I put it all out there on the line, that who you attract is going to not be whole and complete. You're just not going to attract that. Now, it's not to say if you both show up, in your healing phase, that you can't heal together and grow into that wholeness, that completeness together. But if you're still operating and vibrating from less than whole and complete, you're attracting the same thing. So Spirit is telling us it's time for us to focus on us, right? Get to that point where we are in our wholeness, where we are complete, so that we can then attract that. You'll attract that in friends. You'll attract that in your partners, your relationships. You'll attract that in business. You'll attract that in every area of your life. Right. Natalie said, Army man in this life, but a karmic relationship I release. Boy, bye. Yes. Yes. Bohemian Stars and Oceans Heart Reading said, yes, not in the business of wasting my time. Natalie said, leveling up, and consequently, I'm manifesting a boo in alignment with me at my highest good. And so it is. And so it is. Is there any more messages for us collectively? Okay, so here's the thing. If you have not subscribed, please do. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. And if you are subscribed, but your notifications aren't on, turn them on, please. Also, if this resonated with you on any level, please give it a thumbs up and share the channel with your community. And I'll do this again next week. I'll pull a personal card for those of you that invite someone and they comment and let me know that you invited them. Also, there are still 6 spots left for the 2020 Activating You Retreat. So if you are ready to get your release on, your healing on, and begin really fully being in your power of the master manifester that you are, join us. It is going to be absolutely epic. And the good thing is, over in that group for the retreat, we're doing exercises that lead up to the retreat. So we're manifesting now. So join us. There's a link in the description so that you can click on it and reach out and we can go through the application process. I do an interview because energy is everything. And I'd like to make sure that the energy is a match, and the investment for that interview process is applied to your overall retreat payoff. So don't wait. There's only 6 spots left and they are feeling fast. So I'm going to go ahead and pull. Natalie said, whoop, whoop, come join us. So excited for the retreat. Me too. Rachel said, yes. Or at least in my mind, that's how you said it. Okay, so what deck do I pull from for Natalie? I just heard the past life deck. You have it in your hand already. Duh. Well, okay. The past life deck it is for Natalie. Is that her card? I was told yes. Orphan. What is the message here for Natalie? I just heard, Natalie, you are no longer that orphan child. You are free to love again. You're no longer that child that's displaced. I'm hearing both welcome home and you are home again. You are no longer here to do this on your own. You have manifested a community of light workers that love you. And I also heard light beings that love you, that see you, that value you, that appreciate you. And you are doing great work. Keep it up. Don't ever allow fear to stop you again. There are going to be hurdles that come, but you're equipped and you're getting even more equipped, not only to handle them, but to overcome them, to jump over them, to knock them down, to kick them down and break them down. I'm hearing, Natalie, you are that that orphan child that rose. And then I hear, it's a hard knock life for us. That starts playing in my head, the reference to Annie. Annie was placed in the midst of orphans in order to help them, right? In order to help them value themselves, see themselves, love themselves, and not take, what's her name, Mrs. Flanagan's mess. You were placed in the midst of orphans as an orphan so that you could help other orphans come into their own being, their own knowing, come into their soul family, right? You're creating a community of your own, and it's beautiful. It's bright, it's brilliant, and it's serving others in such amazing ways. You bring a combination of that old school being old soul and that new school being young. That's a beautiful blend of balance. You're able to speak to, teach to, and attract people from all walks of life. So those periods you spent as an orphan in a past life, it serves a purpose, and you are executing that purpose, I'm hearing, well and perfectly. Also, there were times in this life where you felt orphaned by your peers. You are that comeback kid, and I'm hearing Look at Me Now, and then Chris Brown song starts to play. I'm still hearing the beat. Play that song today, that Look at Me Now song, that Chris Brown, play it today. And I see you just vibing to it, like dancing to it, like really feeling it, you know? Okay, I heard that's your message. Just tell you to keep up the good work. Don't fold. I'm hearing 10 toes down. You started this journey, now take it to the top. Allow yourself to keep serving, but don't forget to serve you first. And your giving spirit is beautiful. I'm hearing you and Nahkila have that in common. And what is coming through is, you know, how you've been sharing me, right? You've been sharing me. That's something that's rare amongst people, you know? But when you understand what's for me is for me, and what's for them is for them, what you're doing is you're just opening yourself up to receive more blessings, right? I'm hearing tell her spirit is very proud of her for that. I heard you are just the bomb, girl. There's a bunch of songs that are playing that. You remember that song, girl? You never find another love as good as this. You know, the bomb, baby. That was the part that came through. Keep going. You're in for one hell of a ride. I'm hearing blessings are pouring from the sky, blessings are pouring from the heavens, blessings are pouring from the divine. Keep tapping into your power and keep manifesting. You're in your zone. No one can stop you now but you. And you're a go-getter. You're not going to let that happen. Okay, Natalie, that's it. We got you. I heard sayonara and over and out. Okay, so that was your message for your personal card, Natalie. Okay, Denise said the song is called My Love is the Ish. And let's see what you guys are saying. Natalie said, I can't stop smiling. Thank you. He's problematic, but for the one time I might bop in my head. I'm getting paper. Yes. Oh, goodness. Bohemian Stars and Ocean Reading say, yes, keep up the good work. The marathon continues. You know what? I'm glad that you hashtag the marathon continues because Nipsey has been speaking to me. And when I am reading, he comes through. So I'm noticing how you picked up on him coming through because I noticed when he came through too. Natalie said, yes, my beautiful giving spirit. Thank you. Wait, why did I laugh? Like kind of corny. Thank you. I love us. I am so grateful for all of you. And so am I. I'm so grateful for you and all of you that are on today. You guys have no idea. Like, you know, when you're told by spirit, this is your purpose, this is your calling. And then when others welcome you into their lives and they allow you to serve them, Like, okay, what would my calling be and my purpose be if you didn't allow me in, right? So I'm grateful. I definitely feel you, Natalie. I know exactly what you feel. She said, okay, wow, I'm so excited. And Rachel's clapping it up for you. Natalie said, thank you, everyone. Cheryl said, I told you you were awesome, Natalie. Wow, that was amazing. Over and out. Sounds like my grandpa. Oh, awesome. Awesome. And I say, yes, the marathon continues. It surely does. Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Reading said, yes, Nipsey. Now I said, OMG, Nipsey Hussle knows who I am. I've made it on the spirit side. Thank you, Cheryl. So let me tell you this too, because I did do a video, but Spirit is telling me to bring it up. So around when he first transcended, Spirit said, this comes with the territory, right? Are you still up for the challenge, right? Because here's the thing. When we're serving and we're teaching truth and we're teaching freedom, there's a whole lot out there that would rather that not happen, right? But when he first passed, I was getting some Reiki from Quita, and what he said to me was, look at us as stepping stones. And I was feeling like, what? And he said, the fallen soldiers, right? So the people that have transcended as a result of their service, we're to look at them as stepping stones, because when a person is murdered for serving, it triggers so much in us light workers, right? It triggers those fears, those unconscious fears from those times in our past lives when we were executed. And then we go into fear mode, and unconsciously we're blocking ourselves from shining our light, right? We're not called to do that. We're called to look at them as stepping stones. So if one soldier falls, then guess what? We're up a little bit more. Another soldier falls, another one falls, another one falls. So even though they may be persecuted for shedding their light, sharing their light, awakening the masses, guess what? We don't die, we multiply. We like roaches. Turn that light switch on and we scatter, right? You can never kill all the roaches, right? Never kill all the roaches. When one dies, it's another one being born. So literally, as they're going, and what we're to do, we're not to hide behind the fallen soldiers. We're to step on their backs and keep growing, keep going, keep growing. So that was the message. So Spirit just told me to share that with you guys today. Share it again, because it's really important that we understand, that we just understand. You know, we're triggered by so many things in society, and when they take away such a prominent figure who's doing such great light work, consciously we may not be aware that that fear was triggered, but it triggers in a lot of us, right? So Spirit is saying, release that. You are protected. You chose this journey, and whatever comes of it is what your spirit agreed to. So I am going to let you go, because we are, let's see, what time is it? We are 6 minutes after, and it is 11:36. And look, that equals 11. So there we go. 11:36. When you add those numbers up, they go to 11. So thank you so much for joining. If you haven't checked the description box, please do get that lack language versus abundance language list and start really working on releasing the lack language so that your vibration is elevated even through your words. Manifest as you speak. Abracadabra. So thank you. Thank you. Hi, Vanessa. We are just wrapping it up, but I encourage you to watch the replay. You're so welcome, Denise. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. I love you. I love you too, Cheryl. Thank you. Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Reading said, yes, keep going. The threat is real, but so is the work we are doing. Yes, 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 for future generations. Yes. Natalie said, period. We don't die, we multiply. It's so true. Blessings, Rachel. Blessings. I love you. So I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. And I'll see you next week. Invite your community and tell them to tell me you sent them so you can get your personal card read. Have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon.